Welcome to another live feed on Sean Mitchell YouTube channel. Let's get into it. The top 50 underrated rappers in hip hop history. Book that self-published years ago. Here's the book right here. And this one's gonna be about Mos Def. I did the last live feed about Sadat X from Brand Nubian. He's at number 31. Now I'm gonna go to number 30, Mos Def. Now, Mos Def began his career as a rap artist in 1994, but he emerged as a solo artist in 1996. I worked with De La Soul and the Bush Babies for releasing his first single, Universal Magnetic. He signed with Rawkus Records. Mos Def teamed up with Talib Kweli to become Black Star. The first album was Mos Def and Talib Kweli of Black Star in 1998. Hit songs that stood out was Respiration and Definition. The Black Star came from the Black Star line, which was a shipping line by Marcus Garvey. The album was a classic as a whole. Then in 1999, Mos Def went solo to release his first album, Black on Both Sides. The album featured live instrumentation and socially conscious lyrics. The songs that stood out was Miss Fat Booty, Mathematics, and Uma Say. Uma Says. The album was certified gold. Mos Def was an underground rap hero whose lyrical delivery was poignant, conscientious, and distinctive. That's the thing about Mos Def, man. You're talking about the greatest MCs. You're not gonna mention Mos Def. Mos Def held his own. He was nice. In the late '90s, early 2000s, he was one of the best. He was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? But he's like kind of under that radar. You know, because you still had Jay-Z, you had DMX, had Nas, Eminem, and people like that still doing it. So he's like under that radar, man, and what he was doing at the time. But I think he's underrated, man. I think he's underrated as an MC, as an artist. That's basically it, man. My time is up. With this look at Mos Def. Mos Def did not have a great career, like a long career that he could have had. He made some albums after his debut in 1999, but he didn't have the career that he could have had. For whatever reason, it just wasn't like it should have been. When you talk about, you know, his body of work and what he could have been outside of that first album that he did, that's critically acclaimed. But what did he do after that? That's the thing that stands out. We talk about this album, this album, Black on Both Sides. That was probably his best work. But what did he do after that? He got to a great start with Talib Kweli, Black Star. That was a great album in 1998. That was a great album. Something different at that time, because that's just separated from all the stuff that was going on with the Sonny Suits and mafioso rap that was going on at the time in the mid '08 to '97. But '98 had to be something different. I think Black Star, Talib Kweli, and Mos Def was definitely different from what was going on at the time. They had to be different. You had to have something different, and they were that different. So I wanted to talk about them, get things started, and that's basically it, man. So I gotta say, when it comes to this artist Mos Def, his best work, because nothing else they did that was interesting that's compared to his first album, that's his best work. I think he did also a song with Nate Dogg, rest in peace to him, and he did one with Pharoah Monch. Those guys good. It's really good, really good. I think this is his best work we talk about at that time, that particular moment in time. Mos Def had some shine. But I don't think he had a long career that he could have had for every reason. Look at Mos Def. He was an actor, singer, did a lot of things and stuff like that. He's in movies. So he had a great run. But this that didn't last. There it is. Oh no. Yeah, that's with Pharoah Monch and Nate Dogg. That was in 2000. That was off the Lyricist Lounge 2 album. That was an interesting trio in 2000. They did some movies and stuff like that and things like that, you know, that was good. You know, gotta have a balance. That's what he wanted to do. But I think this, for his discography, the New Danger, True Magic, the Static, he made another album in 2019, wasn't connected the same as his first album. That's the thing for his music career. So, it is what it is. He had a good run. Very good run. He's underrated. I think he's underrated. I think he is. Most definitely. That's it for this live feed. Be back at the bottom of y'all with number 29, the 29th underrated rapper in hip hop history from my book that I published a decade ago. So then, talk to you soon.